watching Sun TV, broadcasting to the world from studios in Providenciales, in the beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands. Sun TV, your source for real news as it happens.
I'm Leslie Garland, and thanks for watching. Tourism Environmental Awareness Month was officially launched on November 5th by the Director of Tourism, Ralph Higgs, under the theme Beautiful by Nature, Am I Helping? During the month of November, the Turks and Caicos Islands Tourist Board will be raising the awareness of the general public on the importance of keeping the TCI clean.
In the Turks and Caicos, the whole month of November is running parallel with the activities that are being celebrated across the region. During the month of November, we will, under the acronym TEAM, which stands for Tourism Environment Awareness Month, be carrying out a number of activities to sensitize the public about the importance of tourism to our very survival. As I'm sure all of you would agree, tourism is our most important industry.
The month of celebrations will include an inter-high school speech competition, appreciation days, a countrywide career in tourism exhibition and cleanup, and for the very first time in conjunction with local dive operators, an underwater cleanup. The Tourist Board and other partnering organizations will be traveling around the country on a quest to select the 2012 Junior Minister of Tourism as well.
We are going to the Madre-Basin High School in South Caicos, and I'm pleased to let you know that our current Junior Minister of Tourism, Mr. Aaron Lewis, hails from the Madre-Basin High School, and we will also feature him on that week, the Public Awareness Week, with the popular talk show, The Breakfast Club, with Miss Diana Swan. So you will hear from our Junior Minister of Tourism. But during this week, we are going to highlight him and, of course, his speech from the Caribbean Tourism Organization's Youth Congress in St. Kitts, where he was placed third. We will be having our TCI Youth Congress. That's the Inter-High School Speech Competition. So we're going to have about 9 schools competing for the title, the prestigious title of the Junior Minister of Tourism.
A controversial topic around the TCI in recent weeks is that of the new Dolphin Cove development and the proposed dredging in the Princess Alexandra National Park. When asked about the Tourist Board's position on both topics, Ralph Higgs had this to say.
There are experts that have to do the proper assessment for government, and I think government's decisions are based on these expert advice. We are certainly the keepers and promoters of tourism, and we want to be sure that the environment is as pristine as possible. And we know that when decisions are made, those decisions are based on professional assessment, and we believe that the wheel is not being reinvented by some of the initiatives being proposed in Turks and Caicos. We believe that there have been protocols established that can be assessed to see how best they can be or should be, or if at all they should be introduced here. So we want to be good custodians of the environment, and we want to encourage that any initiative is taken with the broadest possible research and with the broadest possible respect for our environment. These are sensitive issues, and I know that, as I said, there are proper government agencies that advise the government on the implications these things can have, and I believe that with expert advice, the government can consider, accept, or reject these initiatives.
At a Tourism Environmental Awareness Month press conference on November 5th, Assistant Commissioner of Police with responsibility for operations, Rodney Adams, asked the new president of the TCI Association of Taxis to caution his fellow taxi drivers as the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force will not only be monitoring them, but everyone driving on the streets of the TCI. Adams also said that illegal jitneys will be dealt with.
From our perspective, we're going to give our full support to the initiatives here. And as it relates to laws in terms of litter, we're going to ensure that those laws are enforced not just for the month of November, but continuously. We're going to also continue campaigns in terms of keeping persons aware about safety issues, crime issues. Mr. Hague spoke earlier about certain initiatives that has been taken in the past and are currently ongoing as it relates to crime. That will certainly continue as well. We're going to also have our traffic enforcement officers more visible on the scene of the TCI along the highway, and also Mr. Hinson, as a word of caution to your folks that do certain things, in particular on the weekend. You know, we are all partners in this. We expect that they act responsibly at all times, not only during this month, but at all times. And certainly we'll be looking at those persons as well. Also, as it relates to jitneys that continues to present a problem to us here in the TCI, we're going to tighten up efforts on those persons as well moving forward.
They say example is leadership. That in essence defines Rufus Ewing. His humble upbringing in the seaside community of Blue Hills Providenciales helped to mold that unshakable spirit of dedication and perseverance that would lead him to pursue a medical career and eventually return home as a servant to the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands. As a qualified general surgeon and physician, Rufus has distinguished himself as an administrator and as a policymaker, pioneering the development of healthcare for the Turks and Caicos Islanders. He played an integral part in restructuring healthcare for the TCI, and his continued efforts once elected will ensure that healthcare will be delivered as it was intended. In recent times, he has chosen to be a voice for the helpless, standing against discrimination, injustice, and victimization of our people. He will keep standing up for you. Vote Dr. Rufus Ewing for the next Premier of the Turks and Caicos Islands.
You should vote PNP all the way!
In a joint effort between several luxury resorts and select restaurants, the second annual Caribbean Food and Wine Festivals this past weekend featured celebrity chefs and renowned winemakers including Chef John DeLucci, Iron Chef Bo McMillan, Heidi Barrett, Tuckbeck Stoffer, and Duck Pond Cellars. Some of the event's sponsors included Graceway IGA, Scotia Bank, the Turks and Caicos Tourist Board, the Royal Bank of Canada, and the Turks and Caicos Sun. On Saturday, November 3rd, the weekend event was brought to a close with an island street food fair, which brought together some of the island's well-known culinary creations with winemakers and chefs from the United States. Here's some raw footage.
Barbecue sauce and infuse it with Bombay rum, the reserve. Comes with peas and rice and fried okra, slow roasted.
Serving our mashed sweet potato, grilled vegetables, and grilled grouper fish. That's our signature dish. We feel really good because people can get to know us more.
Okay, well, here we are at the Food and Wine Festival. Our first time Horseside Jack is here, second year, and we're enjoying everything. There's a lot of jerk chicken, there's fish, there's pork. I think everybody's having a pretty good time. Music is good, and come out to the Blue Hills and see Horseside Jack.
The turnout at the food fair, we probably get about 200 people here, expecting a lot more.
of the upcoming tourist season, which is proposed to rival years past, Sun TV contacted the largest private sector employer in the TCI, and Beaches Turks and Caicos said, quote, Beaches Turks and Caicos Resort and Spa is on target to welcome 98,112 guests in 2012, which represents nearly a third of all visitor arrivals to the destination, according to data released by TCI late this summer. The number represents a 3% increase in guest arrivals to Beaches Turks and Caicos over last year, a significant gain that is in sharp contrast to the 7% decline in total visitor arrivals to Turks and Caicos Islands, as confirmed by the destination. We have a phenomenal product and one of the best, most highly trained staff at Beaches Turks and Caicos that together consistently deliver value to our customers, and the numbers demonstrate that, said Gordon Butch Stewart, chairman and founder of Beaches Turks and Caicos Resorts. We are proud of our success and that we've been able to accomplish together. This economy has made us fierce competitors, and we are always mindful of our responsibility to our employees and to the impact Beaches Turks and Caicos has on the health of the tourism in TCI, our adopted home. End quote. Beaches Turks and Caicos Resort, Villages and Spa is the TCI's largest employer, recruiting an experienced workforce but also providing unskilled workers with the most comprehensive job training programs in the region. To plan for the future and maintain standards of high quality, Sandals Resort International, parent company of Beaches Turks and Caicos, has formed partnerships with local schools and provided internship opportunities to students from secondary schools such as the Clement Howell High School and Turks and Caicos Islands Community College. In addition, the company recently launched Sandals Corporate University to provide employees with more extensive training. That's our Sun TV News package for today, Monday, November 5th. Until next time, when we bring you more real news as it happens, directly to your computer, your mobile phone, or your tablet. Until then, I'm Leslie Garland, and thanks for watching.